Bye-bye. Bon voyage.
I want some snacks and I want some soup. We're going to bring you as much coffee as you want.
Okay, Susan. difference. Never mind the weather. When you come to Tommy's,
Definitely don't get
the waves are forever. One good shot of that water blasting. Ah, for John.
На борт слева!
Orientation, they work against each other. This orientation, they work against you. This orientation, they work for each other. You get strongest westerly flow between them. This, I think that's wrong.
One more.
Okay, now hold on. Let me look at it back there.
Oh, I guess you can get a strong northeaster this way. A strong northeaster this way, a strong southwester this way. I don't have to even think about how deep it is here.
Да. Конкретно я не думаю о том, как глубоко под нами. Какая глубина под нами.
So, to begin, we can talk about start by talking about coal, about different factors that we can measure, different things we can measure.
Но для начала мы поговорим о тех факторах, которые мы можем измерять.
One thing that we can measure in different stations, in different weather stations, is temperature.
Но на разных станциях измеряется температура.
Another thing that we can measure is the air pressure.
Также измеряется давление воздуха.
other thing that we can measure is the wind speed and the wind direction.
Также измеряется скорость ветра и направление ветра.
Well, on Te Vega, all those things are important for us in predicting the weather.
Но на Те Веге все эти моменты очень важны для нас, для предсказывания погоды. Ну, вся вот эта вот погода в умеренном поясе, она движется с запада на восток.
So, what we do when we measure temperature in different locations, we can then define the place where the interface between cold air and warm air, and then we call that interface a warm front or a cold front.
Но когда мы видим холодного воздуха, есть небольшая и как раз возникают облака, грозы, молнии, и тут даже.
Okay, so if we're here and this moves over us, we're in warm air. The front goes through, we get squalls, lots of rain, the clouds. It passes through, and then we get into this cold air, and it's clearing. And we'll talk a little bit more about the winds and all that generate around.
Ну и вот здесь вот в этой зоне, значит, где возникают штормы, дожди.
Lighter than cold air, less dense. It tends to move up over the top of the cold air, and so you get this kind of front. Rather than being steep and very narrow, it's extended. It's a very long front. It starts with very high clouds, and then gradually the clouds lower and lower in altitude, and then rain would occur somewhere, somewhere along the way. But we get this front takes longer to pass through.
Ну вот этот фронт отличается от...
What, because a difference in pressure, there's an attempt to equalize. If the Earth were not spinning, this would very rapidly equalize, where the pressure would be uniform. If the Earth were not spinning, because the Earth is spinning, and the sun heats certain areas more than others, and many other factors, we have areas of high pressure, areas of low pressure, but they still are trying to equalize themselves.
Но таким образом у нас имеется зона возникается, поэтому, значит, они стремятся к уравновешению друг друга.
Equalize to increase the pressure in a low. Instead of moving directly into the low, however, because the Earth is spinning, we have what's called Coriolis force. And what it is an effect that we see because of the spin of the Earth that results in any wind, anything moving over the surface of the Earth in the northern hemisphere tends to be deflected to the right.
Ну, вот эта вот линия, которая показывает направление...
Look at the low pressure, the point of low pressure here, and you can see how the winds are trying to move, or the cold air is trying to move down here, warm air trying to move up here. We're getting the circulation I was just talking about around this point that is the low pressure area. We can watch the system as it moves over us and look at what factors, how factors change, like pressure and wind direction change as the low moves past us.
Сейчас бы я хотела разобрать ситуацию низкого давления и посмотреть, как разные факторы меняются.
Would we find right where we are?
Таким образом, ветер будет проходить и будет направлен как раз через то место, где мы находимся.
It would be maybe southwest.
Это может быть будет юг или юго-запад.
Maybe that one. South-southwest wind direction.
Это юго-западное направление ветра.
We're in a warm air mass here.
Мы будем находиться в области холодных, теплых воздушных масс.
So not only is it a southerly wind that we've been bringing warm air from south, it's part of the tropical air, not air from south. It's dropping, and we have a southwest wind that is changing slowly, or we have have a southwest. I'm most worried when we have a southwest wind and the pressure is dropping.
Ну, еще раз подчеркиваю, что когда у нас будет...
Especially then I'm looking for a cold front on the horizon.
И вот в этой ситуации я буду всегда искать линию холодного воздуха на горизонте.
On the other hand,
Ты ее проверяешь?
on the other hand, once a cold front has passed through,
когда подходит вот этот холодный фронт и проходит,
how does the pressure change now?
как давление будет меняться тогда в этом случае?
Now we go higher pressure, higher pressure.
Значит, давление нарастает выше и выше.
Okay, and the wind is westerly. Wind is from the west,
Ага, и ветер дует с запада,
or it may be from the northwest.
или может быть с северо-запада.
But now the low is moving away.
Но теперь низкая зона низкое давление уходит.
So I'm much more comfortable with the weather situation when we have a west wind or a northwest wind and the pressure is rising.
When we have west wind and north wind and
northwest wind.
Значит, гораздо лучшая ситуация, когда будет западный или северо-западный ветер, и когда давление будет повышаться.
This is the situation that we had last night, for example, west
Это
or northwest.
ситуация, которая у нас была, положим, прошлой ночью.
The pressure was rising.
Это ветер был западный, северо-западный, и давление возрастало.
So we expected here that once the wind had reached its height, that it would begin to drop off, but that there would not be a front, or there would not be a sudden change in the wind. And it already happened, and now as the system that we had last night continued to move, the only thing that would likely happen would be that the wind dropped away. When it does come around southwest, we will need to watch the barometer. The barometer to see how the pressure changes.
Надо будет следить за барометром, как меняется давление.
And we need very much rain and a very sharp wind change. Sometimes, as they've been in the past, so far this trip.
Ну вот на протяжении этого путешествия мы как раз вот наблюдали вот подобную погоду, которую вот здесь я сейчас описал.
Now, what if we're here?
И предположим, значит, вот мы находимся там.
So, and again, the low is moving this way.
И опять вот эта вот зона низкого давления движется в этом направлении.
Now, how will the wind change here?
Как будет меняться ветер здесь?
Print out charts that are sent by stations in England that we're using now, as we go across stations in the United States that we'll use then to get weather information.
Но эти метеорологические карты печатаются на факсе, которые передают погоду там радиостанции, через которые обычно проходит корабль. Мы вот используем такие карты в штат.
This particular one is a forecast. A forecast for tomorrow, for the 1st, for the 2nd, and for the 3rd on here of August.
Вот здесь вот предсказание, прогноз погоды на завтра, на 1, 2 и 3. Вот что ее прошли, и это вызвало как раз северо-западный ветер.
In this whole area of the Faroes and where we are now,
И вот
Scotland.
вся эта зона Фарерских островов, Шотландии, вот то место положение, где мы находимся,
are all being influenced by this northwest wind that follows
они все
the low
находятся под
pressure system.
влиянием этого северо-западного ветра, который вызван зоной низкого давления.
This is what we still have. In fact, it's the North Sea
Такая
now.
ситуация, в которой мы еще нам потише говорить.
So, as we go, we'll be looking for a warm front now.
Ну, ведь по мере нашего продвижения мы будем теперь смотреть, где у нас теплый фронт.
We'll hope the southwest wind comes soon.
Я надеюсь, что юго-западный ветер скоро придет.
The warm front may have some rain. It's not necessarily something to be very concerned about.
О чем нам надо сильно беспокоиться.
But this southwest wind, as this moves closer,
Юго-западный ветер, чем ближе
will
он
be
станет
probably as strong.
Говорите, он будет сильнее.
It may not be much more than we've already had, but
Он, может быть, будет гораздо сильнее, чем мы уже видели и сталкивались.
it could be. And we'll have this cold front to watch for. It could have been northeast here.
Да, но здесь вот
And north here.
ветер
Above
часто
Iceland.
шел с северо-востока выше Исландии.
In fact, because of time and distance, we wouldn't go this way. Also because of ice here.
Because of time and distance,
Time and distance, and because there is some ice here north of Iceland, we would not go this way.
но
Then on up. Often the wind up in here is northeast or north, which is a fair wind for the direction that we go.
ну и поскольку вот эта вот система низкого давления,
It comes down
ну вот это вот
the east coast of Greenland
восточное течение, оно идет сюда вниз,
and up the other side, the
и
west
потом
coast,
омывает вот здесь вот
to about in this area,
льды
this time of year.
здесь, и вот там вот за углом Гренландии. А вот здесь вот идет это лабораторское течение сюда вниз.
The icebergs are generated along the coast of Greenland and
Но
Labrador.
айсберги, они возникают вот там вот вдоль побережья Гренландии и здесь вот в лаборатории.
They come off of glaciers,
Они исходят с ледников,
and they're just huge, massive chunks of ice.
ну это огромные массы, да.
But they make their way out and into the Davis Straits.
И когда они здесь вот проходят по этому, что это у нас такое Davis Strait?
On prevailing easterly winds. Up in the polar region, the winds are prevalently from the
Когда
east.
они проехали, когда
I quit! Enough, I quit!
What's going on here? Yeah, it's very nice. Waterproof shoes. Those Seaboats, waterproof shoes. Your basic Nike shoes. These are my waterproof shoes. All right. Okay, direct foul, ease. Yes. Ease.
Take a dump. What the fuck is that? got enough footage of you.
Alphabet song.
Look at this wild woman.
Then you would hurry up and strike the bell.
Where's your harness?
What harness? What harness?
He's not into bondage.
Where's your harness?
This is fun. Don't harness me in.
Now give us a little dance.
At least it's dry.
We're setting a land sea record here in speed. I just want to show you that the ocean is moving rapidly now. The straps undone?
You are the ghost? The ghost? Yeah. Looks like you're getting home right now.
California girl. When you need 'em.
Hey, whoa!
Okay, you ready?
Here we go. Oh.
обзавелся плоской формой обозревателя АПН Александра Игнатова в его апрельском политическом правительстве Горбачев. Горбачев создал для себя цитадель против контрпереворота, посеяв съезд народных депутатов и его Верховный Совет, которому предстоит переламывать высшую партноменклатуру. К нему, к Верховному Совету, и обратиться.
Okay. Oh, God. Shit.
Having fun?
Marcus wants to do this now.
Put it in top.
It's really weird to see that thing. We didn't see it go. The only thing. She just came, she stepped up beside me, she's like, no, this is based on.
Сказала, что Катя что Катя вылечила и стала немножко лучше. Нет? Что ты сказала? Она поняла, что сказала.
Нет, сейчас я был.
Everything ready to come down. We get stopped in. Did you close? Yeah.
Почему дельфины приплыли, а еды нет?
Dolphins are
А
joking.
где киты были? А? Вот так на горизонте, а мы больше 100 фонтанов было. Весь горизонт.
Oh, there's a blow right there.
Oh, with a bit, yes, on the body. I think there was one back there.
found in my Troy lock. Headed for Buffalo.
Bravo.
Yeah, the white.
They were down for a while.
Greg, don't want nothing worse than there's no perspective. Looks like a doll. Don't waste film, seriously.
Actually, if you can give me another line, I'll run it to the bottom of the block there. Then pull it down to the
Greg, when we were out in the banks, the Browns Bank feeding area, mating area, we were right during the height of the Tea Party, and this breathing, heavy breathing and moaning and groaning, and we were out on the bank all day long. Well, the weird thing was at night, knowing that these beasts are, 20, 30 feet away from the boat, just going at it, moaning, groaning, blowing, heavy breathing, and rolling over and all of it. You can't see them. All you can do is hear. Wild. Yeah. They will, part of their mating thing is to swim towards each other very, very quickly. And then they'll meet and go up in the air and reach together. And it sounds like how when they're banging an apartment building apart in New York City with a ball, and they go crashing into the water.
I think it's very difficult for you to stand one.
Yes.
No problem for them, it's hard for you to stand. Island,
It's a whale?
Here, you gotta look at this.
Hey! Who's inside here? Uh-oh.
What's her
It's a sea monster! Ah! Help me! Help me! No sound effects. Hey, Larry! Gary! Those are funny looking whales out there, George. Not a whale! Oh no! Another fluke. These diatoms sure are tasty. Iceland. Finally made it.
Eliza's got a real long one here. Yeah.
Guys, how'd you like it? Okay, here's a real long one if you want it.
Right in the edge. You could just tie it off. There we go.
Yeah, why not?
You better do this right. You're getting this on video. Better do it right. It's being documented.
Forget you ever saw this.
It's getting shorter. What does it look like on the other side?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Mike,
Come get it on this side, Mike. It looks great.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Mike.
Oh yeah, it does look.
Your foot's on my hand.
That's your hand, Paul.
Oh, you went right off.
Oh, yeah.
What are we trying to do? I don't know. You're on it again.
This is Soviet American.
Your left foot. Again.
In the flesh. This is so ridiculous.
Сергей Волков, Советский Союз.
Голова еще два.
Whoa.
I mean, Tom, can you
Is there
see?
one under there?
Can you see? That's what he's trying to grab for, right?
No, he wants to grab for this.
It's not.
There's a real long one right down
He
here.
doesn't
Вот
have
так каждый день.
How about this long one right here?
Every watch.
You don't want to use.
Could be in trouble here.
All right, what am I doing? I'm going to pass this up to you now. All right.
Yeah, it's
Clean. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning up. Cleaning, cleaning. Cleaning, cleaning, building. It's building. It's field day, it's field day, it's field day, yeah. It's field day, it's field day. Cleaning away on field day.
Oops, I dropped the bucket.
It's field day, it's field day.
We're having some fun.
On field day.
I came back.
It's Iceland, it's Iceland. There's my bed sheets. This is for the morning after we hit Reykjavik.
nitrous oxide?
No, I didn't see any of that. Not yet.
Lidocaine? Xylocaine?
А это что? Лидокаин. А, это обезболивающее.
Анестезии.
Anesthetic.
Анестетик.
Anesthetic.
Лидокаин двухпроцентный. Во. Вот, зуб если.
Ah.
Здесь мне больно.
No pain.
Да.
No pain.
No
There goes Artuum going for his pants. Quick, go, 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 go! Bring it down!
What are you doing? The other way, the other way. Hurry up, hurry up.
Hurry up, hurry up! Other way, other way, other way, other way! Tangle, no, you're in, you go, go!
You're not going to shake it though, Dennis, are you? Oh, just when he's up to his top. Very good.
My balls.
Ready? I think we're ready. Yeah. I'll keep it low.
Слава, будь готов. Стоп.
Все.
Hold. One way or the other at all. You could rip the stanchion right out. As it is, I think that'll happen. So it's okay. If I were to do it, I would tie it right here. But I don't know. It may be a moot point. Major railway.
Hey man, you're stepping up our paint job.
Goodbye. Thank you. What's on
Jump for what?
Yeah. This is it. Well, the Flemish.
Double it.
This is the creme de la creme of Flemish coils. Ta-da!
Open the middle, so it's the same as the side hole.
Whoa!
Maritime arts. Just like
Farts. Parody. What is this? Parody school?
All you're doing is stretching the line.
Give me a second.
You got pretty close to the. Yeah, but it snaps back as soon as you take your weight off it. Well, you got pretty close to the other ship.
It's the stern line. It's just
What are we trying to do? Oh, what was that?
we're trying to get this piece of tape here.
Yeah.
So these guys need to jump off, right?
Okay. Hey, now's the time. Ready?
Ready?
A theme. 5, 3, 5. Josh laughs. He goes.
Another GERS fine quality engineered product here. Notice the gangplank here. Custom designed by yours truly.
Совсем смеешь? Это мы по этой штуке будем забираться, что ли? Наверх? Это по этой штуке наверх забираться?
Stupid. Put this in.
Нет, ну вообще, вот в принципе сейчас вот все мы old workout.
Same thing in any country. And the problem is that you might bring a lot of liquor in and sell it. It's all.
That's probably why they drink. They must have had the same problem.
Yes, I would say so.
It doesn't matter schedule.
I would, if I owned the boat, I would shelter it out. I would have the shelter cost a little less. Say, paint it, keep it up to date paint.
Yes.
That's the way we do it.
If we come into the U.S. a lot, it must be the ships belongs to the ship.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do.
Any problem, you know, to the weather, one of the is hanging here,
Everybody else wants to pay duty on it. I don't know what we're going to do. Just the ships until there's some that's kept aside, but the amount they allow is one.
Good. Helsinki Vice. John Paul. John Paul t-shirt. Don't leave home without it. Visa. Because he's better. Michael Jackson, only $24 for these cheap t-shirts. You realize that? $24 for a Madonna t-shirt. Doesn't even look good. And then, of course, the Batman t-shirt. Batman. Look at that police car's got a Volvo. Looks like they got kicked out.
Typical after Sunday afternoon pastime.
Cat and medallion.
Oh, yeah.
Any fresh fruit, I'm beginning to worry.
Yeah.
No, he said Tuesday.
And what's the price tag on these here fine Icelandic bicycles? A mere 38,000.
Check this out, Mike. Howard University.
The dinosaur diggers. Those duckies. Quack. We have
This is 20.
No, an hour. Земляки.
The video hosted. Look at this, completely enclosed in glass.
Anybody else got a watch?
Yeah, it's. The all thing. 1000th anniversary of the all thing. Beef Eriksson, son of Iceland. It's like San Francisco or something.
take it over there.
More romantic, right? Hey, what the hell?
We'll shoot a commercial right now.
This somewhere.
Yeah, really,
Hey, you're on candid camera. Wood oven pizza. Can you believe it? From our man, Mr. Bob Gelman of Brooklyn, New York, ladies and gentlemen, in Reykjavik, Iceland. Would you believe to have some of the best pizza?
Let's tell them this is the best pizza we've ever tasted.
Absolutely.
100%.
I've been to all the big pizza towns. I've been to New York.
You've been to all the big pizza towns?
I've been to Reykjavik Beach. I had to come here to Reykjavik, Iceland for the best.
All right.
Americans are always prepared for something.
Getting romantic.
But the really romantic part about it is that the cash register doesn't work, and that means it doesn't go sales tax. That makes it really romantic.
Very erase that part.
Sure. We get your ashtray.
This is the best pizza I've ever tasted. What about you, Greg?
Absolutely.
Marano's. Wait a minute, what is it? Marano's pizza here in Reykjavik, right?
Here on the corner of
5th.
Got it.
We're on
What street?
Nelsgata. 26. Actually, it's Simi.
In 5th Avenue. No, not
Just a
good.
minute. Just 1 minute. When you get to begin, I'll read the number. It's 22610. Get that again. 22610.
Okay.
I've been to Rena's. I've been to Nicola.
Oh, wait. Just 1 minute.
Hey, listen, I'm a pizza fanatic. I know my pie.
Right here.
And that is the pie.
I just have
Marano's.
one here right out of the oven.
Marano's pie. Here we go.
All right.
All right. This is about to run it up.
Mirko.
And the lights are back on. Hooray. Happy campers at Marano's.
Mirko.
Very good.
Pizza, pepperoni, special.
This just says Bubba. Heavy metal medley t-shirt. Heavy fucking metal in Iceland. Oh, that's Batman. Oh, I want. That's what bullshit do by. Good. Te Vega. My favorite man in Reykjavik. This guy and Bob are my two favorite friends in Reykjavik right now. Look, he's even got his bona fide Te Vega hat. Te Vega.
$16 for the yogurt.
Not bad.
We should get a few people chip in on it. I wouldn't mind having a cup of yogurt.
Yeah, the problem is
In fall weather gear, it's fashionable. Look at that. Modern pink, bright yellow. Remember you were joking about? What is this, new wave? Huh? This is really, what the hell is it? I don't know, it's really toy graffiti though. Oh shit. Look, Miami String Quartet. Macbeth. Woo, green. Look at this cute garden in the middle of town. This is very well laid out. For pizza.
Let's go to the Arctic.
That's where our hot water is going to be coming from. Where we're going to take our little hot water thingamabobber. There's the cool looking clouds. And here's the troopers. Here we go. We're going over here. Right near the airport. Here we go. It's the Happy Campers. Woo. Fogging up the lens.
The best part is getting there. And after my hot bath. Yeah! We deserve it! Yeah! Whee! Oh, it looks a little foreboding. It's starting to rain. Yeah! Spooky! Hello.
Hello.
Привет.
Привет. Ой, Грег. Осторожно.
What is your name?
What is your name?
See how it's looking. Oh, okay, it's still working. Yeah?
Beer cooled by the North Atlantic against the rusty hull of Te Vega from the soggy bunk in the swamp.
Oh!
And of course, after my hot spring bath, I always stop by Marino's Pizza for the finest in Italian, American, Icelandic cuisine.
I'll drink to that.
Better pizza than you'll find in New York.
Thank you. And by the way, I'm washing my hair.
This is the gourmet Mick Leader's house.
Do you want to stop and take a picture? Or?
It's okay. It just looks kind of
Somewhere
sitting there.
around here. This is a swimming area with natural hot pools. Also a water sliding pond.
Oh, nice.
Wow, where's that? On the other side of that?
Down here. I'll show you that on the way back. We can make a mental note of it as we go. We can cruise a little in town. See some of the things that you haven't seen.
I'll give you a good example. The health food guy was pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I don't think it was Icelandic.
Was he not?
No.
Was he German or
I think he's English.
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff they seem to have is
Sounded like a
I'm not
Dutch
sure.
accent.
Probably Dutch. I know. I could hear that he had an accent.
How hot is the water? It's just like boiling steam practically, right?
Yeah, I think it's somewhere up around 80, 90 Celsius.
Scissors with you here?
Largest lake in Iceland. black.
Вот красиво, а что красиво. И правда.
Services.
About the third water I've seen anywhere.
Geta kafað eftir ég kannski, já, séðu það ekki? Það er blátt. Ekki þarna. Það er grænt. Græna.
Ekki hægt að fanga, heldur það sem hafi dýft. Já, þetta.
park the car and you can walk
Yeah.
over.
And it's a wild, they just pick it up from the wild ones, or do you have to?
Yeah, no, they're not cultivated. They're just wild. They have a lot of mountain grass and things like that they use for herbs and
Like, what you call
different
it?
teas.
When they make teas from it as well, yeah?
Yes.
Like a herbal tea.
The above part of stocks, one time a friend of mine, I paint as a hobby and I had like a studio in the western part of town, and he had cut the stems and put in something like a celery and vinegar and pickled them and boiled them in like canning. They were very delicious. Into a red light.
So this is a major interstate in Iceland, huh?
There you go.
I'd hate to see one of your rural roads.
Well, if you had time to be here to go up into the highlands, above the glaciers and stuff like that.
They get like really dirt trails.
Iceland has more Western American cars than any other European country for the population. They are what you really call a car nation. People, cars are very expensive here. People put a lot into cars. Myself, I don't even waste your time washing these things. Some guys camping from Germany or something.
The wild ponies that travel in gangs will stop towards the car. 3 of them will stop in front of the car, and the 4th one will walk over to the driver's side window and wait for you to get something to eat.
There are a lot of old women who still wear their traditional clothes.
This is like a mini crater lake.
Привет!
Falling rocks all over. Hey, hey, hey. One night you're gonna wake up and that cabin's not gonna be there. There'll be a big rock sitting right where the cabin was.
The rocks are about the same size as the cabin.
This town here, this is Selfos. These guys are pedaling. We pull into town, go and have breakfast and everything else. I figure it's all pedaling like over 100 miles a day, man.
Yeah, I did a trip once that was 100. One day something and it just failed. Coney Island's like that in a lot of ways. Except it used to be a grand place.
We drank tequila without boiling it first.
Cactus vodka. Okay, the tropical ship. Would you like a bag of Fritos or Doritos? Well, they only cost you 255 krona, which comes out to roughly $5. Hi.
They're inside looking for us. I found two here.
Uh-huh. All right. Icelandic stained glass. Let's hear it. Yeah. Well, this is a caterpillar deal. Yeah. Go ahead, hit him. Chase him.
At one stage I was having cognac for breakfast.
thought that was just
champagne.
Yeah, it was like Jake Shaperd.
Is that true?
This is the Russian people don't drink vodka. Is that true? Russian people do not drink vodka. Sometimes. Breakfast, dinner.
I was blown away.
Yeah, first night in Leningrad, I must have had 10.
That little house?
Yeah.
That's where, when it snows up here, if your car gets stuck up here in the window, but you can go to that house.
So these stones here.
That's, you see on the top there, those are ski lifts.
Uh-huh.
There's a hot spring over there in the back.
Oh, a new place. Oh, new place, oh.
Go out and have a few drinks, and your wife stays behind. I mean, look, if your wife's gonna fool around, she's gonna fool around anyway, man. This helicopter belongs to the Coast Guard. outside the United States for 18 years is like a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Because you relate to people and you look at sometimes at Americans as foreigners actually by living here, and you're surprised the way they act.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. I mean, with guys fishing up in the mountains.
Hello.
Or like
push-up Saturdays.
Or sheep paths. Good fortune stuff and hide your women.
Push as much music as I can your way. This is Van Halen on Armed Forces Radio.
No, this is the Armed Forces radio station, Kepler.
So you get Armed Forces television as well then?
No.
No?
They just keep it like panning.
This is very nice for people, you know, in town. If in an area like here, it's nice to come out, you know. The sun is out, you know, like almost 24 hours. They tell me that they mass produce beautiful women in Russia. Is that true? I guess that's a good answer, right?
Oh, this is fun.
You know how soft that moss is. It's like a giant carpet.
Oh man.
Don't sit on it because it's like wet. In a little while.
This is what all those phone calls to the United States went out on.
If I get one good shot on a roll, I'm doing good.
Major interstate here.
Yeah. And not only town, but it's the capital of the country. Mr. Marino's Pizza?
Oh yeah, I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Light bulbs.
Marino's Pizza.
Yeah, see the light bulbs.
Do you want me to stop?
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just shooting trying to get the perspective here. We are still in the wilds, yet the city is only a stone's throw away.
There's plenty of stones to throw.
Plenty of stones to throw, of all shapes and sizes. Actually, that makes a lot of sense to put a hospital, you know, right on the edge of a park. Rehab thing.
Thinking of putting a motel up here.
Motel.
Italian restaurant. This is in this section here. It's called Brevo.
This teepee thing?
This is down here. They call it unedited.
Is that a church? That teepee?
Yes. There's a church. Mr. Trout, because did you want to go pick up the wool now? Or?
Yeah, if it's okay with everybody.
If it's okay with everybody, because I
just have to be back with the boat by 7.
Yeah, it's early. It's only like 5 to 5.
Pizza Hut.
Here's Pizza Hut, and here's Pizza Bob. What else? Okay. Oh, yes. Te Vega.
Oh, Te Vega, yeah.
Te Vega.
Continue.
And you have this one.
Edition. Yeah,
Ah, it's $50.
$50.
It was 2,640 crowns, which comes out to over $50.
don't know, but...
Селедка. Сельдь.
Сельдь, и хорошая.
Ну, нажористая.
О.
Не хватает к ней только чего-то.
Ну,
Чего это у нее такие грустные глаза?
Ну, грустные глаза, потому что мы ее съедим.
Trout?
Надо. Котейку надо какую-то. А, вон водичка уже есть. Пускай плавает по воде. О, она и плавает. Такое послушное.
Кто пошел? Хроника.
The bowels of the ship.
Svargan.
Мне вот что-то надо подбросить.
Red Sox. Red Sox. My Red Sox are good.
The White Sox.
Hey, Mike. Licorice root?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll get you one in a minute. Let me just talk. Hey, Doc, looks хорошо.
What's going on?
Bell watch.
Что вы говорите?
Что вы говорите?
Что вы говорите?
What are we talking about?
You don't say. You don't say. Cocktail.
Still out. Everybody else was passed out in various parts of the ship. It's like, I guess I didn't have to worry too much.
That stuff, you know, if you ground it up, it makes it spicy. Yeah, it'll be okay, but...
Yeah, look. I was looking at that and you jumped right in my frame. Like...
Big place.
You gotta talk Dennis out of boiling plus there's no hot water. I have to put water in the kettle on the stove. Well, when they run the oven, they turn off the water heat. So he turns it on the front, so it's not that hot water. And some oily meals. That's the washer. Really, reality is if we didn't use so much oil, we would use less water. Yeah. You know, we were only out 18 days. We almost ran out of water. What's going to happen now? Yeah. Shower every 6 days.
Quicker.
This is Artum's private fuel.
See,
we need more.
Vodka storm.
Yeah, just like me, old geezer storm.
It's so strange. It's water inside. Yes, it's good.
Big health, huh?
half a trip. I need only water. Yes, mixed with my blood and effect.
Louise.
Uh-huh.
Whoop. Okay.
This, Mike, is the bosun's locker.
And we have here.
We have a sail mending cloth and leather for chafe gear. A day shape for being at anchor. A few extra lights.
Wow!
We got deck hardware.
Ooh.
We got wire.
Uh-huh. Oh,
We got some of the biggest shackles you've ever seen.
Ooh.
Can you see that right there?
Ooh.
We got a few spare bosun's chairs.
What's all this back here?
Oh, which?
Over here. We got.
Over here? Oh, we got thimbles for eye slices, a big bucket of tallow.
Oh, my favorite tallow.
Introduce you up close to some of the tallow.
Wait a minute, I didn't get it.
Okay, here it comes. The tallow.
Yummy. Spread that on your bread.
Yeah, we got a big bucket of it back here. We got wire brushes for rust busting. We got blocks, various states of repair, an anchor light, fair leads,
Wow.
peril beads, couple of spare winch handles.
Oh boy. Don't leave home without them.
What else?
It's a pretty good tour for now.
Pretty good tour.
Yeah, we gotta go raise the
Here
lower the
it
main.
is, the wire brush that
Okay, this is the-
may or may not turn into a crochet hook.
We shall see. Tune in tomorrow. Find out the details.
Piece of hose that the cook requested to make a horn out of.
Horn, great.
Okay, that's it.
That's the bosun's locker. Back to the forecastle. This is my bunk in a better state. It's seen better days and worse days. Right now it's in medium days. Now it's in medium days.
Jagt på kænguruer fandt sted. Og det var helt åbenbart, at der var svindeloptagelser i den. På den måde, at der var optagelser af mishandlinger af kænguruer. Og de mishandlinger, de var emnet for billedet. Altså, hvis det var sådan, at man ville afsløre mishandlinger, så havde man jo filmet dem, som mishandlede. Men i stedet for, så koncentrerer man billedet om dyrenes lidelser. Og det vil sige, at det var emnet. Og det er jo helt klart, at sådan noget, det instruerer. Fotografen og lydmand og det hele står ikke opmarcheret der, medmindre man ved, hvad det er, der skal filmes. Og det skrev jeg så om, at jeg havde fået fingre i en dom, der var faldet i Brisbane i Australien over
The use of forgeries in its propaganda calls for a serious revisal of the organization. It is neither comfortable nor pleasant to face the facts when someone one has believed in and trusted proves to be unworthy of that trust. Methods like these are clearly lucrative for protectionist organizations, whether the issue involves whales or seals.
So it's self-supporting. The more I mail, the more money I'll get in, and the more I'll be able to promote the boycott. It's definitely worked for the seals, and we know it's going to work the same for the whales. So if I was just in it for some kind of financial benefit, then go ahead and kill whales, because it's only going to make our organization bigger.
The accounting records of Greenpeace USA show that it collected more than $4.5 million in private contributions to the seal and whale campaigns over the period June 1982 to June 1983.
Det må blive ved med at vokse.
Canadian Paul Watson was one of the founder members of Greenpeace. In 1978, he admitted in an interview with CBC in Canada that Greenpeace primarily regarded seals as a fundraising issue, since it was easy to use them to involve people emotionally. Seals are not in danger of extinction, said Watson, but I think that of all the animals of the world, the harp seal is the easiest issue to raise funds on. He said that whales were not nearly as profitable, since so many groups are in that business. Watson left Greenpeace and formed his own organisation, the Sea Sheperd Conservation Society. He raised a lot of funds because of his own country's seal hunting, but when that came to an end, he was forced to enter what he has called himself the whale business. He chose the Faroe Islands as his target to international TV news services.
This is the Sea Sheperd, Sea Sheperd, Sea Sheperd, Mayday, Sea Sheperd. Position 35 miles south, Suleroy, Faroe Islands. Being pursued by gunboat. Receiving automatic weapons fire. Receiving fire. Mayday, Sea Sheperd.
But was Watson actually being pursued by Faroese gunboats? Faroese authorities know nothing about the alleged incident. Such an environment tends to make people fatalistic, and life's ordinary day-to-day problems seem small in comparison. But various problems made by man himself are often more difficult to tackle. One such problem is the fierce debate about the mammals of the Northern Ocean. Summer 1988. The Faroese pilot whale hunt. Around 200 whales were caught in this incredibly efficient maneuver. Only 15 minutes elapsed between first driving the whales ashore and killing the last one. Catches are shared out proportionately between all the inhabitants of the settlements. Protectionists claim that these catches are driving the North Atlantic pilot whale stock to extinction. Scientists reject this view outright, since the Faroese only catch enough to meet their own needs, from a total stock estimated at close to 100,000 whales.
Damaging by...
Employed by Norwegian seal hunters on the Arctic island of Jan Mayen and the East Greenland coast. The forged seal hunt worked again. The world was shocked, and Norway was internationally condemned. One of the most serious falsifications of this kind concerns claims by Greenpeace and other protectionist groups that seal hunters skin the animals alive. The Western media swallowed the story whole, and filmed evidence was televised around the world. Canadian Gustave Poirier was the film crew's guide across the ice. Under oath, he later testified before a Canadian parliamentary commission that he had been paid by the film crew to torture and flay the seal alive in front of the cameras. But the media took little notice of his confession. The effect of the falsification was to leave the world still apparently convinced that seals are skinned alive in large numbers by hunters.
Well, the fact that should be known by anybody is the fact that we will not rest until we find out who is behind all this. That is damaging the innocent groups, the minority groups. It is not acceptable. We will not accept it, nor will we rest until we find out who's behind all this.
Just use your sleep then.
Ash is hurt. I explained to her that I couldn't play with her all afternoon. She just said, all right, I'm going to go find somebody else. She's not on hunt. Who's not on watch? We'll see. What do you want to do?
This is our sail repair. It's a little big.
Shall I just
shrink it down.
You want to go read a book or something for a while?
So what do? You wind them up and then you sew them down?
I think, you know what? I think Dan is probably...
I love the way it's an immediate grasp on them. Wind them up and sew them down. You take a piece of this 3 times as long as you need, right? So you measure out the length that you need like that, and you cut a rope 3 times longer. And then you start weaving this back around, and you have to twist it so that it flies the same way as it did before.
This is special grommet rope.
This is grommet making, yes.
But is it special rope for it?
This is something wonderful that you got.
Yeah, this is very wonderful stuff I got in Sweden.
You like this size better?
Yes.
Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feet. 1, 2, 3. Feet. 1, 2, 3. Go.